Welcome back. Later today, the Greening of Detroit will host an urban garden party fundraiser in Detroit. And here to tell us about the event and how it's improving the lives of Detroiter is Cindy Paskey. She is here. We also have John Vermiglio and a mixologist, Riley of Grey Ghost. We're having a party already starting early, right? It's
That's right. We are starting early, yes.
So tell me a little bit about what we're doing today.
Thank you. It's to benefit Greening of Detroit, which was founded in 1989. And the mission of Greening Detroit is to help Detroiters who are ready to change their station in life learn a skill, and at the same time to beautify the city, to make it green, to understand the planting, what's involved in being in that type of career. And this year, Greening of Detroit will train 2,400 Detroiters.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And so tonight we want to create awareness about Greening of Detroit. We want to celebrate our city, that it's actually really summer, that we have amazing chefs and mixologists in our city who have made a commitment to Detroit, and then to raise some money for a really good cause. And we'll have the Mounties with us, our majestic horses from the Detroit Police Force.
A perfect way to kick off this beautiful weather.
It absolutely is.
And like you said, we have incredible chefs there. What are we making today?
It's quite a title. I'll take it.
Yeah, right. You got to live up to your expectations. Let's
go.
Well,
so we're bringing a little taste of spring, also to celebrate the incoming warm weather here. So this is a falafel pancake. So we've sort of taken the best of the latke world and the falafel world and combined them together.
If someone's not familiar with what makes up falafel.
So ground chickpeas and lima beans.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
Of course.
Vegetarian,
so
I
there's
love
a couple other things in there, but that generally is the gist of it. And then we just fry it up in a pan, and then you end up with one of these beautiful.
All right, while you are frying, I'm going to head on over here and we're going to make a cocktail, huh?
Yeah, I got one built here already. I made one before I got here for you. It's going to feature Detroit City Distillery's Railroad Gin, a little celery, fenugreek, sparkling wine, lime.
All right.
Channeling spring.
So we're going to start with what? Putting
a little bit of lime juice in there. There's elderflower liqueur. Of course, the Detroit City Distillery gin, celery fenugreek syrup.
Which is very good. That gin is very good. All right. So you just put it all in there and
shake
it up.
Yeah.
All right, with some ice.
A little bit of ice.
Now, I'm assuming
Grey Ghost ice.
Fresh. Oh, and what is
freshest
special?
Grey Ghost ice. Nothing.
Nothing special?
Just came from the restaurant.
I mean, I'll probably try it anyway.
Oh,
so sounds good. You've sold me on it. And while you are shaking, we're going to check back in with you over here. So this is frying up.
So this is frying up, yeah. So like I said, ground chickpeas and lima beans are actually raw when they go in there. So you soak them overnight, and then we put them through a meat grinder, but you can put them in a food processor, and that's generally what makes it up. In our particular case, we top it with quite a few things. So labna, which is a Lebanese yogurt spread, kind of like cream cheese. Yeah, a little bit fresher. And then you've got spring peas, some toasted garlic. We actually mixed some ramps into the inside of this mixture here, so that gives us, again, more of that green flavor. And then we top it with some pickled spring onions.
And it makes it hearty, for a vegetarian meal, right?
100%, yeah, which we love our vegetarians at the Grey Ghost. So yeah, we got them.
We love you too. All right, so any tips to not burning this? Someone speaking maybe from experience of burning falafel before?
I think my favorite thing is to remind people that there's a dial on the stove and you can adjust the heat.
And it doesn't have to be
I think we come in and you start ripping it, and then it's like, oh, it's burning, and then you panic. So turn it down.
It's like you're in my kitchen with me. All right, so we can still come to the event today.
We can still come to the event if you call Greening of Detroit 313-237-TREE. And I do want to say that all of the restaurants have donated their services and the food. The wine's been donated. The beverages have been donated. In addition to Grey Ghost, there's the London Chop House Tacoy, Wright & Company, liquors donated by our Detroit City Distillery, and wine donated by the Royce. So it's really to support the community.
Well, that is quite generous. And speaking of a little liquor in the morning, here we go. I'm going to try this. Cheers.
Oh, it's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. I'll finish that in just a bit. We really appreciate it, and for donating your time.
Really appreciate it. We're excited.
We'll put all of the information that you need to take off to this event on our website, WXYZ.com.